Hello, my dear Sitecore family, and welcome to the season 2 of Sitecore Tech Talks. We have Girish Jain with us. We know Girish, he is a Sitecore platform specialist and he specializes in a number of Sitecore products, but specifically Sitecore Content Hub. And today we are here to discuss things, features, and what's new with Sitecore Content Hub. So Girish, first of all, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you very much for having me. Whenever I get an invite to be on this podcast, so I feel a lot of excited and I walk through my memory lane, like what I have explored, what Sitecore has added in the product from our last podcast and what I can share with the viewers. So whatever I have learned, experienced, I could share it with the wider community.
That's a great thought. Well, so then let's just jump right into it. The last podcast that we did, they were around Sitecore DAM, MRM, a bit about basics of PCM and all. So generally, what I have seen is that when we talk of Sitecore Content Hub, it is always a discussion around DAM. So what's new with Sitecore DAM, if I say per se, and overall in the Sitecore Content Hub as a product?
Yeah, so let's start with the first point. As you mentioned, like what has changed with DAM.
Yeah.
So we have been hearing the buzzword AI.
Oh yeah, totally.
Sitecore cannot stay out of it.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
So AI is the one thing that has been included into Content Hub and with other products.
Yeah. So what in AI? Like if we say now AI goes through Content Hub. So of course I think there is something around Stream as well, Sitecore Stream, right? But then what else from an AI perspective in Content Hub as a product?
Yeah. So yes, so Sitecore has an offering as Stream as an exclusive AI product, but along with that, Sitecore also provides out-of-the-box capabilities with Sitecore DAM, Sitecore Content Hub. So first, let's start with with DAM, what the users usually do. And as an end user, you will have to search for assets.
Absolutely.
So what happens is when your DAM system evolves, the number of assets grows.
Yeah.
And at times, not at times, a lot of times, you might have seen an image on somewhere on your site, but you don't know how it is tagged, how is it faceted. So how do you search for it?
Generally we try searching based on what we see in the picture. Let's say I'm looking at something which has, let's say, a field and kids are playing football. Then I might search kids playing football image, maybe something like that.
Exactly.
Right. So so that's the maybe metadata and tagging which might be included with it.
Yes, exactly. So the out-of-the-box search capabilities are robust, but again, Sitecore team did identify this as an improvement,
right.
And they have enabled visual search. So where when you upload assets into Content Hub, you get a chance you could decide what assets you want to get trained on AI, and once they are trained, so the assets are analyzed and the users can just add an search query as you do in Google search, and AI will give you the most relevant results.
Right. Now when you say which assets can be trained, which means by default they are not utilized, but they you need to maybe tag maybe some kind of or some type of assets for that.
So to give you they are a lot of times organizations do purchase certain assets. There are certain legal aspects associated with it, and you cannot use all the assets to be trained. So Sitecore Content Hub gives you an option do you want to train all the assets that are in your repository?
Okay.
You
or
can
only
do
some
it.
Specific type of.
Yes, based upon a specific media type, or based upon certain asset type, or let's say you want to train only you have 100,000 assets in your repository and you want to train only 1,000 assets, 2,000 assets, or 5,000 assets. You could club them as collection. So it gives you all the possibilities. It's not just it's all or none. No.
Right.
You can decide.
So basically, it can be 0, it can be some, it can be many, it can be all.
Yes.
That's the facility that you get.
Yes.
And then is that based on some filtration or maybe some categorization, or like the reason I'm asking this question is because you help a lot of organizations out from configuring these kind of settings and helping them utilize the platform to the best of its abilities. So if for example we have to do this, what is the best way of doing it?
So if you have to do it, so I would recommend, like in case if there is a possibility, all your assets should be trained on AI. So with that, it becomes easy for users to search for the assets. And initially, when you're just getting started, even if you're trying with a pilot project, let's have a bigger, larger set of assets, like at least like 500 to 1000 assets. As we all know, AI improves when it has a broader data set.
Right.
And in case like there are also two ways of doing it. Start with an simple set, like for example, if you have stock images, so train with that, so you know like what is your sample set and how do you need to query it.
Well, are sorry to cut you off there, but are there any possibilities that what I'm giving a set of assets, but I'm not liking the output that the AI is giving me? Can I tweak it a bit?
So no, you cannot tweak it, but you could provide a lot variety of assets.
Okay.
So that would improve the AI.
So it's basically built on what you have already been giving.
Yes.
And so it's quite possible that I give let's say 1000 assets first, and then a later set of 1000 assets, and because the model is now trained better, I can redo it for the previous 1000 assets all over again.
Yes.
And it might tag it even better.
Yes. So like let me say, like if you have been using other AI tools, the ChatGPT or something, so you would have learned that how it has improved. It's because the training data has increased. So that's how it will improve.
Correct. So this is about tagging so that they are more searchable. This is also about generating metadata so that it is more SEO friendly, right?
Yeah.
So how do we utilize like these things onto a website?
So you rightly pointed out in the right direction. So SEO is becoming really important today.
Yeah.
So without SEO, like with the requirements, so SEO is a requirement, and for SEO you need alt text.
Correct.
So the challenge is like Content Hub does give you the capabilities of bulk uploading the assets in bulk, updating the metadata in bulk, but alt text cannot be in bulk. You will have to look at the image and provide an appropriate alt text if you're uploading the images for the first time.
Correct.
So Content Hub also gives you a capability of automating it.
Okay. Automating it in sense of like it might give you recommendations of what alt text can be better for this.
Yeah. So in Content Hub had this capability from a long time, but it's just that it hasn't been highlighted quite a bit.
Yeah, I know. I think Azure cognitive services were being used in the background.
Yes, exactly. So when you upload an asset and tag it with, you could trigger it on and basically on any taxonomy or a tag. And once you tag the asset with that particular taxonomy, so this Azure of cognitive services is automatically generated. So what it does is like it generates certain individual keyword tags and then it gives you a description of the image.
Right.
So with that, like most of the time it is appropriate, and like as and when you start using it, it start to improvise it. So with that, like it becomes easy for you to have alt text, and the users wouldn't have to go individually and update alt text for each.
Now, of course, we have, again, I'm digressing a little bit, because I understood, like from a capability perspective, there is a lot of generative AI in form of either cognitive services or what do you say, stream per se, right? And helping you getting more content generated, which can be more useful. But I want to basically check which assets are being used where, or basically just have a gist of it, that which assets are being used more, so that I can make them more efficient, more user friendly and more effective, if I say so, from a web or mobile channel perspective.
Yeah. So to add to it, so your question is very wide, and there are three parts to it. Like one is the out of the box reporting dashboard that gives you a brief idea of like what assets are being downloaded, what are the asset types, who are downloading it. Like if you have like product team, marketing team, who are downloading
Yes.
what. So you have multiple ways of in multiple ways defining your reporting dashboard. You can customize it. So that gives you an idea. Okay, so you have like 50,000 assets, but are people actually using it?
Correct.
You can track like how are the downloads improving, how are the uploads improving, how are the links being generated, how many assets are being published. So that gives you a brief idea about it. And then, like as we all know, so the assets that are uploaded into Content Hub, either they will be downloaded and used offline, or they would be used online. So with the connectors, when you connect the DAM with any CMS, specifically like I'll point out like XM Cloud or XP. So you have the connector which gives you an tag that this particular asset has been used on your website.
Okay. Right.
So that you sure that this asset is being used, and be double careful about it when you make any changes to it.
Right.
And the third thing, so Content Hub also gives is fully extendable. So in case like if you have more reporting needs, you could connect Content Hub with your Google tags, Google Analytics. You could export your data and use it to tweak in any way you want to. So Content Hub doesn't limit you to use only the out-of-the-box capabilities, but it also allows you to extend in any way, so that the business needs are not restricted to only what is offered.
Right. I think great details there, Girish. Would like to focus a little bit on the inbuilt reporting for now. The reason I am putting this forward is because there are times when we want to know which assets are being used more. Let's say I'm generating or I'm having different marketing campaigns, and then I want to make sure that in the, let's say, few previous marketing campaigns, the assets that were generated, which ones were more effective, so that, and of course marketing campaign can be of different types, right? It could be product specific, it could be industry specific, it could be brand specific. So in that cases, having the details around which works best for which kind of clientele or customers, I think would be the most effective use of Content Hub as a product. So knowing these kind of details, does the AI capabilities that we have overall in our Content Hub anyway help us?
So the AI capabilities, yes, like you could, if you have a brief thought, okay, so like I'm working for a footwear brand, and are these capabilities helping me out? Like I need something that is focused more on like footwear. So that would help the users in getting the right images.
Right.
And other than that, we also have like the campaigns page separately defined, where you get an impact score, like how the assets are performing actually on the campaigns, which is an out of the box capability and which could be configured.
Okay. All right. Well, so I think Content Hub overall already had some AI in place.
Yes.
It has, of course, enhanced by the use of Sitecore Stream and other AI capabilities. And there are ways and means in which we can add more reporting, make it more extendable, plus the overall by default reporting that is available in Content Hub is as such more foolproof.
Yes, that would help you to just get started, and then you could explore, okay,
what exactly
what
you need.
else the organization needs.
Right. So Girish, you have been working on Content Hub for such a long time. Tell me, how do you track all the updates that you have on the product?
So the community is doing a great job. So there are few people in the community who share them via the various channels, but otherwise like we have the newsletters coming in. So I do make a note, like I see the update has been done, that we have the date when it was done, so I know that it is available, and then within Content Hub also we have that plugin where you click on it, you are redirected to the change log page, and it becomes very important. Okay, so there are chances like something that your client is asking and it has been already done.
Right.
So it is very important to keep yourself updated with the changes.
Yeah. And change log, I think, is the best course of action
Yes.
to look at that from a content perspective. I think it being a SaaS product helps a lot, right?
Yes, like you don't have to worry about the updates. It's all done in the background, and like today,
You don't even know.
yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, technically. Yeah, there might be, of course, changes which, if somebody is using some specific feature and maybe something is deprecated or something like that, they might be made aware of it and stuff like that. But eventually, I would say maybe it would be 1 out of the 10 cases.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like in case if a feature is very important, it wouldn't be deprecated, but like it would have been just
Already
improvised.
Improvised, yes.
Yes.
So, but then overall, maybe you need to keep a track of that change log just to make sure that what latest is coming up so that you can utilize it better for the clients.
Yeah, it keeps me on the toes, on the run, like how Content Hub is becoming stronger day by day, how robust it is becoming, and what additional value that I can provide to my clients. And like it keeps me excited. Okay, this is our level now. So
that's what a technologist always says.
Yeah, and like then like once I read the change logs, so I'll have to set up a bunch of calls with my clients. Okay, so these are the few new capabilities that are available that you could leverage to improve your digital asset management experience, content management experience.
Nice. That was a great discussion with you again, as usual, Girish. Thank you so much for your time. Guys, that's what is new right now in Content Hub and how Girish keeps himself updated with the latest and greatest of Content Hub. Make sure you keep checking out Sitecore Content Hub DAM. Check out the usual AI capabilities that they have. Check out Stream and how it is connected to Content Hub. And also good to have a look at reporting so that you can know how you can leverage it better for your clients. Hope this episode helps you getting more insights into Sitecore Content Hub. That was it for today. Cheers.